What's up, YouTube? It's the motherfucking Reed family. Tonight, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know we two fat motherfuckers. So we're gonna be making some late night snacks. I know we're whispering, the kids sleep, so we're just gonna make it seem like we're excited right now. So 5-second dance break.
Look at my ball. Look at my ball. Look at my ball. That was more than 5 seconds.
Anyways, so first you're gonna need some graham crackers. The honey kind.
Or cinnamon. He just picky. And then you're gonna need your marshmallows. Can't forget your marshmallows, guys.
Some people use minis, but
We're using the real deal.
like we said, we're fat motherfuckers. So it's go big or go home. Then, you know, most people, you know what I'm saying, you got your little Hershey's, you know what I'm saying? But we like Reese's around here, you know what I'm saying? We want some of that
So you got
peanut butter
Reese's
flavor.
or Hershey, y'all. Really, y'all. I had bought some candy for Halloween,
so
and
we need to get
still
rid
ain't
of
eat
this
this
shit. We need to get rid of this shit. So,
It is what it is.
So,
First, you turn your oven on.
right now, we got it at 250. You don't want to have it like too high, you know what I'm saying? At least want to be able to take a breather, you know what I'm saying? Take a breather. So first, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some graham crackers open. I know we laugh.
Step 1.
You throw them graham crackers on that bitch.
Don't ask me why Quinn just did this shit. Step 2.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put your chocolate on. Still gotta be indica. So look, I don't even know my words today. It's late, y'all.
What time is it? I think it's like 11. It ain't even that late.
See, that's what happens when you parents, y'all. Time just go by super duper fast and slow at the same
That's
time.
because we have basically a newborn, yeah. She still wake up throughout the night, so we just...
You know, you don't get those peaceful night sleeps no more. You just get...
Coming soon.
Boom.
This is step 2. For y'all who don't know how to make the s'mores, boom, it is right here. You start with the honey grams. Then you fill grams with toasted marshmallows. Then you add with chocolate, with chocolate squares. Then, quick tip, no campfire. Microwave s'mores for about 8 to 10 seconds.
Boom.
8 to 10 seconds.
8 to 10 seconds.
Step 3.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put some of these marshmallows.
You gonna put them like that? Dang, boy.
Matter of fact, we're just gonna bloom. You know what I'm saying?
Quentin.
That's hers. These mines over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though they're gonna get everywhere.
You doing too much. You're not even gonna eat all that.
I don't know what I'm gonna eat.
Boy, we done had chili cheese fries today. Plus chicken Alfredo with shrimp in it.
That I cooked.
And we about to eat whatever it's called, s'mores. So
I mean, everybody got a sweet tooth. You know what I'm saying?
why 2 of mine sticking up?
Okay, hey. I'm trying to make yours look like how girls' ponytails be looking, but...
Goodbye, Queen. Boom. Step 3. Yeah, so we ended up taking half of these off because Quentin put too many on here. So this is what it looks like now. No. Then y'all put them in that oven, pop them on the now.
You know what we're gonna do?
That's how it looks going in. So this how it looks, y'all. This is the finished product.
So what's up, family? We transitioned to the room because the kids sleep in the living room. So
You sure you want to check it out? Like kinda a little bit. So if you do get loud, it won't.
I'm back. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some little s'mores and everything, you know. But we do want to talk about some real stuff. Cause I don't know about y'all, but lately I've been seeing like a lot of videos on like parents exposing their kids and stuff. So we're gonna get into that, like how that's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that's not right, especially like the whole, like okay, I'm not against disciplining your child, you know what I'm saying? But once you broadcast it to the world, that's you're embarrassing at that point. And then I hate a lot of a normal phrase I always hear and within these videos is you're embarrassing me or you make my name da 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 da. Well, how do you what you're not making it much better by recording you and your, son, daughter, but 9 times out of 10 daughter.
Beating going down. That don't be.
Right.
That's not like us as kids and we got a whooping with a belt. Or even an extension cord and stuff like that. No, they like posting up with these kids. Like just beating the mess out of them, calling them sluts and whores and out of pocket names that you shouldn't be calling a child because she don't know no better. And even if she do, I grew up in a household. My mom always told me what happened in this house stays in this house. Mm-hmm. Don't go out like it's plenty. Yeah, it's plenty of times when mama done whooped my ass and I went to school and that don't mean I'm about to my mommy beat me. No. We're not about to do none of that because that means when you get home, it's another beating. Right. Like, not me.
See, me and her grew up in 2 different households. So, with me, I actually grew up, we family. So, it wouldn't even be right if I didn't know a little bit about us. So, I grew up in a abusive environment. You know what I'm saying? Love my mama. But she was right in the head or parenting. So, I know about the getting, the abuse, nosebleeds, or getting whoopings over stuff that you don't even understand why you're getting a whooping about. They're going to school with long sleeves, okay? You gotta cover your whelps and shit. But at the same time, like, I'm older now. So, I know the difference between I did something wrong and I got punished for it and me being an innocent child.
And you just coming and beating me just because you want to sometimes.
Exactly. So,
and half the time when they are exposing their kids and stuff like that, they hit this phrase talking about some you don't even know how to wipe your ass. That looks bad on the parent, especially a mother. Like, oh my God, you out here posting your body or sending naked pics for money and stuff like that, but you don't even know how to wipe your butt. Apparently you don't know how to wipe your butt because you're not teaching your child that. And as females, y'all females know, if you don't wipe the correct way, you can get a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection, and that ain't good. Your little pee start burning and stuff like that. You don't want none of that. So for you to just out her business like that, and sometimes they show their underwear on there too. Like,
no, for real,
you got boo-boo stains in your drawers, but you're not teaching me how to clean myself. You're not teaching me how to actually be a woman as a female. That is disgusting. Now, if I go by a boy house and let's say I'm trying to get frisky that night and he see my underwear, now I'm getting bullied.
Sorry, family. The phone died. So, back to the, real talk. Yeah, but a lot of these parents be wilding nowadays. Like, kids don't be understanding, not kids. The parents act like they don't be understanding, like, trauma,
Mm-hmm.
The fighting, the beating. Like, okay, for example, I saw this one video. Now, before I continue, I'm not saying that the kids be right. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these be some fast little kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, be having OnlyFans and stuff. Be like 12, 13, 14. But sometimes I don't be getting is how the parent can be so upset. like they're not their parent. You know what I'm saying?
They act like they don't know where they get it from, but they doing the same thing.
Right. So it's like, what do you think was gonna happen? Not like I said, kids be wrong too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against disciplining a kid for wrongdoing, because at the end of the day, that's wrongdoing. But to broadcast it to the internet just to go viral, like, bro, there's other things you can do. Like, there's people who just do stupid stuff, or commit pain to themselves just to get a laugh or two. But like, that don't mean that they're gonna get it. Like, there's a such thing as 5 minutes of fame, and 5 seconds of fame, bro. It's not gonna last long.
It's not worth it. Like, that's how you end up with CPS in your life. That's how you end up getting your kids taken. And then as soon as that happens, they be looking like, oh my God, I love my kids. I'll never do anything to hurt them. But you're traumatizing them. Mm-hmm. That's traumatizing your kid. You put your kid out there, put their business out there saying they can't wipe their butt or whatever. And then they get bullied in school. So now bullying turns into a dang, they don't want to live here no more. Then that turns into a suicidal because nobody wants to listen to them. Then your kid end up either killing themselves or running away and end up getting sex trafficked or something like that. Like, some of y'all parents need to just watch y'all parenting. Like, y'all don't want nobody to speak on y'all parenting, but y'all about to end up in jail. You can go to jail for that. Child abuse is real. Like,
not for real. My main thing is, like, now, there's a difference between a person intentionally doing it versus I'm going to discipline my child in a public area and getting recorded. Cause I know it was an incident like a year or two ago, 3 years ago, I don't know how long it was. But a parent, son was misbehaving at school. So she went up there and turned her ass up. That's what a normal parent would do. But just because a teacher, I think, had recorded her doing it, she got the child, took it away from him, them and stuff like that. But at that point, it's like, what? Your hands are tied. Mm-hmm. Like, what else do you want them to do? Because at this point, I feel like they want us to turn into, white folks. And just be like, okay, we'll go and time out or stuff like that, because they're making it like it's a crime to discipline them. Like, that's kind of messed up. And especially like with schools don't realize how much rules that they have that's kind of like just thrown off. Like, how come if my child don't go to school, like, I send their ass to school, but just because they don't go,
I gotta go to jail for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's not my fault. So it just be like, sometimes I feel like society made it for a parent to fail as a parent,
But they try to talk about our generation. Like, that's what kicks me off. Like, this generation nowadays ain't like how it used to be. This generation soft. This generation. Look at y'all older folks. Look at our parents. Let's really be honest. Your parents don't really teach you nothing. They don't teach you how to pay rent. They don't teach you how to be rich. Like, they give you knowledge on what they know, which don't be nothing. It be what they teach you in school. Nothing. Mm-hmm. So you leading me on to be poor just like you. So you're not really teaching me anything. Like, Google teach me more things than my mother taught me. Let me be honest about that. Like, these books out here taught me more than what my mother taught me and my father. Because I had both my parents in my life, but I could still say I really didn't even learn anything. Yeah, I wasn't getting abused and none of that as a child. I had a very good childhood. My parents took real care of me. I had clothes on my back, food. We went on trips. Everything was good. Danny had game systems, all that stuff. But I didn't learn nothing. Nothing. Even with school.
See, even with that, like, I didn't grow up without I grew up without a dad, and my mom, like I said, was abusive. So, but it wasn't like an everyday thing. I have good memories with my mama. I had gang systems too. I had freedom and everything. But where my family messed up was they materialistic. They feel like that I can do you any type of way, but because I bought you this game, you should be happy about that. You should forget about all the wrongdoing that I did.
That or don't pay attention. What they say, don't do as I do, do as I say. No, baby.
And really, it be messed up because how, like, okay, let's just give an example. How many of y'all parents be like, the number one goal is to go to college, right? But how many of y'all parents went to college?
Or actually try to get you into a college, know how to get into a college.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of these parents fail you as their child as soon as they be like, you can't go to college because I ain't gonna be able to pay for it. So you gotta get into a band or something just for you to go to college because if you want to go, I'm not paying for it. Dang, so that right there just leaves me. Oh, I'm about to be a drug dealer.
Right, like
I'm about to do illegal stuff.
It leads to, it's like society made it to where you have to do a 9 to 5, or it's hard for you to even branch out. Like, I rap, and I just had my first live battle like a weekend or two ago, but it's the only reason I got that live battle was because he owed me a live battle. You know what I'm saying? It's hard just branching out and putting yourself out there. And I know that's a lot of people's problem. People don't know how to talk to the right people, or the right people don't even want to go down to help you to come bring you up. But that's a whole different subject because we're on parenting. Parents suck. Like, I don't get it. I don't see why parents be acting like they're so allergic to how parents act. Is like, I had a kid, it ruined my life. So
now that you got a kid, I'm gonna try to tell you the right way to do things and be mad if you don't do it my way. But look how I turned out. I didn't turn out that well. For you to be talking about your parenting was so great, like.
And then you have people like me who turn out great children or great adults despite their parents and stuff like that.
Some people, if you look at them, you can't even tell that they had like abusive parents or a bad childhood or anything like that.
All real fun because they sideswipe it. It's a everyday thing, but we ain't been known now. Abuse is not okay. Any type of abuse is not okay. No parent to child to parent, because there is a badass for the kids. They torture their parents. Mm-hmm. Relationship abuse, all that is not cool. Is no point to where violence have to be an answer to anything. Especially a grown, somebody that's in their 30s, 40s, to a little ass kid that they had. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can easily, if you able to whoop me, throw me, like, put me in timeout, you can sit me down to talk to me about what you feel like is wrong. There's different types of parenting.
But that's what they not doing that. I used to work at Kohl's. And one day up there, I said about this lady and this man. And this lady was like, I can't wait to go home. I'm going to beat my daughter. So we just like, me and this other two girls, we just looking like, what your daughter do so bad that you ready to go home and beat her? So she was like, she really didn't tell us, but she was telling her homeboy. She was just like, basically, her daughter got this phone. She just gave her the phone. And she told her daughter not to have an Instagram. But her daughter got an Instagram. And her friends sent screenshots of her daughter having Instagram and posting on Instagram.
Watch your friends too. That's another thing.
Yeah, posting on Instagram. So she ready to go home and beat her because she's lying about it. And then she was like, the daughter was wrong too. She had a little boy in her house while she was babysitting her little brother and sister. That is completely wrong. But you as a mother not about to go home and beat your child because they have social media. Social media is everywhere. If you didn't want your daughter on social media, then right, and then the daughter is 14. Like what?
That's what you just entering high school.
Yeah, you going
8th grade.
You gonna be on social media regardless. That's just like us being in 8th grade trying to getting on Facebook and stuff. I had Facebook since 2010.
The main thing I want to be getting about the parents not wanting their kids to have social media is the fact that they act like social media don't run the world. Like, think about it. Growing up, everybody, your older people will be like, to get a job, you walk in, the man, get a little resume, you fill it out, boom, you possibly get a job. Yeah, you can't.
You go online.
Walk to any place and be like, Oh, can I do a resume? Do I have any resumes?
Oh, you gotta apply online.
So it's like the fact that everything is revolved about social media and stuff like that. Can't get mad that your child gonna get it now. You could dictate what your child do.
Not even that. They don't be wanting. I feel like they don't be wanting their child to have social media because they don't see what their parents really about on social media. Yeah, parents like not saying y'all. Everybody parents
Different.
I'ma act innocent and stuff in front of my child and don't want her to be on social media.
I got an OnlyFans account.
Yeah, I'm on social media in my underwear. What? Like I'm on social media smoking illegal substances. I'm on social
Like you can't go to jail for that.
I'm on social media talking about how I got that WAP. I'm like, that's how they be though.
Damn.
Damn. Did you say they damn?
Yeah, they got that dry ass pussy. Anyways, but now we trying to make jokes about it, but
it's not funny.
yeah, it's not a joking matter. Like
what you do, your daughter or your son is going to do because they see you doing it as mommy and daddy. They look up to you.
especially like think about how many fellas out here who don't have dads or seen their dads be, run around, and they end up the same way, abusive, cheating with multiple women and stuff like that. That's because that's what they seen. Even though they probably didn't see it for long, you exposed them to it. Some parents need to understand to hold themselves accountable too. And we're letting you know. Like I said, 2 different households. She had both of her parents. I didn't have, the best childhood. But the thing is, you don't let that dictate how you parent. If you know you don't like, I never liked how I got raised. So I'm gonna make the best for, my kids. And since she's already exposed to having a mother and a father in the household, that makes us better as parents. We just got, a 1-year-old and 4-month-old. Still, as time go, there might be things that I'm not used to. I'm still not used to being around, you know what I'm saying, babies calling me dad and stuff like that. It's different. But at the end of the day, people gotta understand when it come down to partners and then your kids come first. Like people be putting their relationships, and that's really why there's a lot of single women, mothers, it's because they put their personal feelings above their kids.
But that's gonna be another video.
Right.
Dang, we were talking for 13 minutes. But yeah, so this little segment we just gonna do is called, it's gonna be Let's Talk.
Yeah, if you got any real conversation that you feel like
we should talk about
that people just don't speak on,
comment down below.
You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for watching. And like this video if you like the video.
And subscribe, y'all.
If you didn't like the video, thumbs the shit up anyways. But
look, y'all, the whole point of we're pushing to say subscribe. That is, in order to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So we need y'all to subscribe. Share your favorite moment on Instagram, Facebook. Tell your mama to subscribe, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, your
dog that do weird stuff with your brother.
Everybody, the rats that's crawling through the house, your roaches, your friends.
The dick roach. What?
Like, subscribe.